Yeah, I want to say one thing off the bat. People that record DIY bands only fucking want to record the fucking tones that they want to listen to, but they don't realize that they're fucking bullshit. Can't possibly record at the same quality that other motherfucking actual studios can. So you got a basement or you got a garage, motherfucker. Or
garage band.
A studio or a garage band. Or like a studio to a garage are two fucking different things. If you can't figure out the fucking two, you're a fucking idiot.
I mean, I don't disagree. We're coming right out of the gate with the hot takes. Josh is here.
Hi.
We were talking about the School Drugs EP and how he did it on GarageBand, and like, you know, that's a big no-no for a lot of people.
I didn't know. I walked in blind. I walked in when you guys were talking.
She just came in mad.
That is kind of cool, though.
I respect it.
That's actually awesome to me that you're treating it that fucking like you're doing it the way that's easier for y'all to record it, but you're also doing it in an old school way. It is the modern day 4-track is GarageBand, and not Logic or Pro Tools.
Yeah, I mean you can fucking download and pirate like all that shit. Like I think I have Logic, but it's just GarageBand makes more sense, and it's set up in a way to make sense to somebody that's just like, oh, I want to fucking record a bunch of stuff like right now.
Yeah.
Like the UI just is.
It's Mac, so Apple is like, you know, for the easiest. It's the easiest thing to digest, and it's super accessible and user friendly. So
I downloaded Logic 9 and the Waves Platinum bundle with the iKey and all that bullshit. Literally, like maybe a year before I joined Best of the Worst with you, Joe, and fucking like. It took me a year to figure out what the fuck I was doing.
It's hard, man. You gotta watch like hours of YouTube tutorials by like some Dutch guy.
I was unemployed and going to college. I was pretty good.
And then there's a new one in like a year or two. It's just there's a learning curve, and I don't have patience for anything.
Well, it's funny. So. Mark and I both use the same format. We both use Logic 9 and the Waves Platinum bundle that we both probably pirated off the same asshole.
Yeah.
You know, and both of us end up at Mark. Trust me, Mark's way better at bullshit than
you
I am.
Pirate that shit for me. Yeah.
But like, I have it if you want it. But Mark has all that kind of stuff. Like we both use like the same crap. But like, and that's a very good point to be like, okay, it's not what you have, it's what you could do with it.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Mark could turn that shit around. Like, oh, Mark, our roommate downstairs, who's an engineering fucking protege genius and does not know how to fuck up.
It's not the size of the boat; it's the motion of the ocean. That's not it, dude. There's all right. So you know,
no, that's a pretty good analogy.
There's like a penis thing. I don't know.
You said it.
There's all right. So
it's the equivalent of like it's not how big it is; it's how you use it. That's the idea.
Yeah.
That's the motion of the ocean thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's this Red Bull interview. They're interviewing Madlib about like, tell us how you make your beats, and it's just like, you know, self-masturbatory, like people like that are fucking gearheads. This is probably like 6 years ago.
I was gonna say like Madlib hasn't put any. Dude, I love that dude, but like,
yeah,
like you're telling me there's doing fucking Madlib right now. I'm gonna jump on that.
But and that's part of his.
He's one of my favorite, he's one of my favorite fucking hip hop producers. Him too. And if it wasn't for Madlib, half of these cats nowadays and half this fucking sound that's out wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
He is the modern renaissance of the boom bap. Definitely
important. So they're interviewing like, oh, how do you get your sounds? And he's like, oh no, they were like, what interfaces and what software to use? And they were like, it's. He said, it's not about that, man. It's just about the sounds you get and the music you make. Like, I made this whole record on like a $20 handheld recorder and just like a condenser mic and live drums, and he just played it all in. Like,
yeah, that's all that.
There was like a YouTube video about a kid. There was like a YouTube video about a dude recently that I saw. I didn't watch the fucking video. It was just like, oh, like this guy records beats for Kendrick Lamar on his iPhone. Like he has access to
the guitar
studios.
Player.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
He has like a band and
you saw the video too?
I mean, I watched like maybe a minute of it, but I got the gist of like, yo, you can record shit on your iPhone.
How fucking cool is that?
Good.
2017, baby.
It's fine, yeah. Like
2018, baby.
More than fine. That is the most liberating thing as a musician I've seen ever. Maybe not ever, but like seriously, seeing people that are recording $1 million albums on a fucking Focusrite bullshit meant for fucking YouTube interface for an iPhone.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm not super up on like the whole like SoundCloud like rap thing that has been.
It's big.
I know, it's huge.
It's like the new punk rock, man.
My friend.
Yeah, but just like punk rock, most of them suck.
Yeah, but
just like craft beer.
No, but like exactly like Joe just said, like it's exactly that. It's like yo, I made all of this shit in my room at my mom's house. I'm 16 years old and I'm selling out Starland.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, sick. I'm 16 and I have a room in my mom's house and a laptop computer.
That's all you need.
Oh, cool. I'm going to go make a bunch of beats and then put it on SoundCloud. And then tomorrow I'm fucking Post Malone or whatever.
Yeah. You need a
I
laptop.
do like that one Post Malone song. Though.
Yeah. What Iverson, he's got some pretty okay ones. He's not
Yo,
even
congratulations is my jam.
I gotta check that out.
I fuck with that. It's like I don't know, it was like the big one that he had.
He's not even. I would consider him like the older generation too. Like there's like new shit in the past year. Like everyone that has like pink dreadlocks and has like that pop
old is the
flashy
old
cartoon art. Like,
How old is the old
well,
generation?
Post Malone's like probably mid-20s. Like there's like all the new shit now. Like
Wait,
Lil Uzi
like,
Vert.
excuse my ignorance. I'm not trying to sound dumb. What do you mean by post 20s? Like he's 28?
No, he's
I
he's in
truly
his
don't
mid-20s.
He's
understand.
probably like 23.
Yeah,
I'm not talking
yeah,
about age.
yeah.
What do you mean by post 20?
No, Post Malone, dude.
Post Malone's the guy.
That's the
who made
guy.
I thought you said. Oh, my bad. Oh, okay.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm old.
Yeah, dude, get the fucking program, dude.
That SoundCloud shit is really big. But
I impress my students that I know like the song Gucci Gang. I'm like, yeah, I know that song. Me and my friend counted how many times they say Gucci Gang. They say it 47 times in the song. And they're like, wow, Mr. S, you're really fucking cool.
I think I only know that song because
Like, you have a lot of fucking time at home.
Yeah.
So that's what teachers do.
Yeah, just sitting. I must be cool. 1 Gucci Gang. 2 Gucci Gang. 3 Gucci Gang. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see that. I think there's still lanes for, well-produced music. And, like the punk laptop shit. And
Yeah,
then,
certainly, but like shit like the whole SoundCloud thing takes the like mystique out of it. The like, yo, you got to be in like a studio, like you got to get in there. It's a multi-million-dollar production. Like,
yeah.
I downloaded this program for $10 off of
Wait.
the App Store,
Question
you know?
though, was that hip hop quoting hip hop to society, or was that
Both.
society? No, I don't know, man. I think that was society quoting what society wanted hip hop to be.
I think
to
it's,
the mainstream.
I think it's both because, like, you make a product, and people equate like how much something cost with how good it is.
Sure.
So if you can go on and say like,
That's
"Yo,
true.
I played a fucking, this guitar I played on this record cost 17 grand," like, "Oh, it must sound really good." Like, "Oh, this record cost, fucking us 20 grand to make."
Dude, that guy on the Kendrick Lamar album, in every article I read about him, it made sure to say he's playing on that Rickenbacker specifically.
Yeah, sure.
And
Like,
Rickenbacker is known as a fucking higher end instrument. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
they're
And all
dope.
that stuff is being like, is kind of like pushing the idea that this is a more worthwhile commodity because it cost more.
Yeah. A lot.
So to like say anything like, and especially like giving shit away for free is like devalues it. But now it's like moving away from that.
It's changing
by
the
a
fucking
lot.
game. A lot of those like early 2000s hip hop guys are turned on their fucking heads now. They have no idea what to do.
No, they can't.
Because
they
half
can't
the time,
do
dude,
anything.
it doesn't even have to do with like chops or like flow or rap. I mean, flow is still important, but it doesn't. You don't have to be the best rapper now to be the most famous rapper, and that was kind of always the case. But now you have like kids like just singing about their lifestyle, and like it's a whole aesthetic to it now.
And there's a lot of people that are like, they're like, oh, like all this new mumble rap shit, like that's all like, it's all bullshit rap. It's all, but those are like the same people that are like, yo, Marvel and DC comics like are bullshit. They haven't been good since the 60s. And it's the same people that are like, oh, I only read whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I only read like these deep underground. I only fucking like
Image or
it's,
bust.
it's that thing. It's
You're just
every piece of media has that. Like,
Yeah.
So
People are gonna like what they like, and some people aren't willing to take new things in because they're like, no, it was just better back then because there's like
oh yeah, like
nostalgia
it's
attached
a
to
fad. It's like, yeah, Sugar Hill Gang was supposed to be a fad too, and it
Yeah.
led to an entire genre of music.
Does your band put out cassette tapes?
Of course, we put out a cassette. We put out a cassette because I know that everyone's gonna fucking download it off the internet and not listen to it in their like '96 Honda Accord.
Yeah.
Collectible.
Well, no, it's just like
I'm
it's like,
fucking
oh,
with
you like the band, you like what we're doing enough to want to support us monetarily. Okay, cool. Here's a thing to have because you want to support us monetarily. But if that's not an easy format for you to listen to it, you can download it for free.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Jeff Rosenstock for a long time was like, no, we don't. Bomb the Music Industry doesn't make merch. We don't make merch. We don't do that stuff. Until people were like, yeah, we want merch.
High demand for
we
merch.
we want to give you fucking money.
Take it, asshole.
Please take our money so that you can give us shit. And then it's kind of like, well, fuck, if that's what you want, all right.
And he's still putting out records for free now. The new
Yeah,
Fall Like This on
absolutely.
polyvinyl, and
Exactly.
he still released it for free.
For a while, he didn't want to like put out records, and the people were like, "No, we want fucking records. I want this on marble splatter, clear picture disc, see-through RSD 2017."
Yeah,
vinyl."
it's funny, man. It's funny how that shit changes.
So what's the real difference between Odd Future and Jeff Rosenstock?
I don't think Jeff Rosenstock is homophobic.
Other than I'm only speaking of ideas of how mainstream underground can compare to our version of underground. Is there a real difference at all anymore?
Well, I mean, the Odd Future
Regardless
thing's
of what they
interesting.
say.
The Odd Future thing is like an interesting thing too because
Logic, The Weeknd.
Well, I mean, like they tried to kind of like bridge the gap a little bit between them and like hardcore by being like, "Yo, Trash Talk is sick."
Yeah, they were like skater kids. That
Yeah,
was
and I'm like, that's cool, whatever.
yeah. They
But
did
then
their
at
thing.
that point, is it a marketable aesthetic that capitalizes on that in the same way that fucking CKY did back in the day?
I think they did their shit, and I think labels were like, we can make money, and they figured out ways to work with them. But
That's very fair. More than it ever was back in the day, especially considering who they are, their background, where they fucking come from. It's completely fucking marketable.
and I think Odd Future kept their vision, and it was a good change of pace for rap. Like, dude,
Oh yeah, no,
I
think-
can't listen
think so.
to-
I think so too.
I can't listen to conscious hip hop anymore, cause it's just like, all right, everybody, put your peace signs up, and we can make a change
oh
if
no,
we
dude,
want.
there's a
And
lot
I'm
of
just-
cats that are still fucking. Oh,
you gotta
dude.
have like a cutting tongue. Like, it can't. I don't know. A lot of it's
Boots
just like,
Riley.
I'm not gonna act. I'm also not gonna act like I don't like Odd Future or like I don't think that Goblin was a good record.
yeah.
I thought that record was fucking tight.
Yeah, they're
You
still
know?
doing cool shit. Tyler's new record's pretty good too, actually. Like some tracks on it.
There's
but, like,
there's whatever. Like there's the other side that like there's plenty of things that he says that I'm like, yeah, that's not particularly okay.
yeah,
But then again, there's also a side of me that's like, I do not come from the same culture as you. So what is not acceptable in my circle might be more acceptable in your circle, and you like your culture has not gotten to this like high ideology of like being against saying certain words and things like that.
yeah.
But
I mean, if you think about hip hop community, it's like pretty. I mean, especially like more like 15 years ago, but they would say a lot of homophobic slurs.
oh
and, like,
sure.
you know. And I think it's funny because like this is a question that we were talking about the other day. Like, can he say it if he might be gay? Can he still say it in a negative light if he hasn't outed himself? You know?
That's on him.
Yeah.
And frankly, it's none of anyone's business. That's on him.
Yeah. Well, people get upset about it, so it's like,
That's their fucking
Yeah.
problem.
yeah.
I mean, so like the other day I was at work and we had a rap showcase, and the
Where do you work? Give us some context.
House of Independence.
Asbury Park, House of Independence. If you're ever there, Josh is probably helping make the show happen.
I typically do lights.
Nice.
It's true. It's like
I like your lights.
that's
cool
like the
gig.
thing that I fell into doing is lighting.
That's fun though.
That's cool.
No, it's great. It's not and never a thing that I was like, yo, that's what I want to do. I'm gonna like do that.
That makes the show in a lot of ways.
Yeah, the show can totally suck because like the dude that does lights is sucking.
Totally.
Yeah.
Plenty, but
Especially in as big of a venue as
Bigger
as
the venue,
you
the more it
run,
matters.
man.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. Oh,
You're
totally.
in a fucking theater. on
Yeah,
that
it's
shit.
it's 500 cap, so it's like mid-size, and has like really good lighting rig and setup. But so a guy was like on stage, and he started his, it was like a showcase thing. He started his set by using a certain homophobic slur, and I was like, yo, that's sick. You want to come into Asbury Park and talk that shit? Enjoy the rainbow light display that I provide at no extra charge for you for the entire fucking 7 minutes that you
good.
have. Asswipe.
Fantastic. Was it a rap guy?
Yeah, it was like some dude that probably had every single Necro record on vinyl.
Yeah. Yeah, especially like that's a very pride heavy
Yeah,
city or
yeah.
whatever,
I thought, and like there was a bunch of people like as soon as it happened upstairs that were like, boo,
yeah.
that like weren't into it, and I was like, yeah,
Wait,
fuck
7
that.
minutes. Was
it was like
an
a
open
showcase
mic kind of thing?
Kind of. It's like it's a showcase.
Showcase technically. So they curate. Somebody curates.
Showcase your bigotry live
of.
at Asbury Park.
I mean, whatever. I guess it is like, it's like, you got 7 minutes. Like, get up there and spit.
Make an
You
impression.
do whatever you do. Like,
Yeah.
But the dude had like his whole like shtick was just the like, fucking 97 Eminem thing. Like, I'm an angry white guy.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Trouble past, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let it go.
But
Eminem can't even do Eminem anymore, so no one else should be either.
no,
It's just
so
tired.
I took my protest in the only way that I could.
That's a good. Yeah. That's good. Just pink triangles, just blasting on his forehead.
Fuck! I didn't use pink triangles.
Oh, you
and I
have
that.
Oh yeah, dude.
I just made
Only
the movers
mauve
point straight
triangles.
down and like move in tiny circles and flip through all of the colors. But fuck, I have pink triangles. Damn it.
Oh shit. All right, so what about what happened at the show last week? Just for listeners out there, you're listening to the Choke Artist podcast, and I, your host, I said something quite problematic at a show a few weeks ago. That has been quite the debate in our circle of friends. And I want to apologize to all of our listeners who look up to me as a virtuous man. I make mistakes
Cut
too.
my laughing out.
I'm human.
It was the moment where you were like, yo, the first Screwdriver record. Yo, but the first Screwdriver record?
It was in front of a
Yo,
crowd of skins.
side note about the first Screwdriver record. Not good, never has been good, is a weak fucking example of any form of music, period, done.
Okay.
People
I'm
like to
glad
be-
you had to point that out.
Well,
Yo,
do people are
people-
people like, well, but the music's
Yo,
actually
all the
good.
fucking time. People are
Oh my God.
frequently like, yo, the
Really?
first Screwdriver record, though, is okay. Like, the first Screwdriver, that was before they were racist.
Who the
And
fuck
it's like,
said
yeah,
that,
but I
dude?
guess it was before they were good.
Yeah.
I don't listen to a lot of Screwdriver, so I can't really compare the latter to the former, but I've listened to the first record enough because people were like, yo, it's good, to be like, no, it's
Nah,
not.
it's
This
not.
sucks. This
Yeah.
isn't good. You just like it because it's fucking edgy.
Yeah. Hot takes. All right, so yeah, that kind of sets it up. We were playing a skinhead. It was like a punk skinhead always show, right?
Who was playing?
We played a show with the Hub City Stompers, and they're awesome. Good friends of ours.
I like Hub City.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, Mass Appeal was a
Great.
tight record.
Dude, yeah. They're
Everything
always,
they do is fucking great.
always fantastic
dude.
live. Our band Thirsty Guys played. So Hub City draws like a crowd that wouldn't be a crowd for the band Thirsty Guys, which is like a punk ska, maybe skate punk band. At
Dude,
best.
going to Hub City shows, like when I was younger, was horrifying.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
those dudes were like, when you're like fucking 14 and it's like all a bunch of like big, like tough, angry fucking skinheads,
Yeah.
and you're trying to do the dork dance, and everyone else is just like slamming people, and you're like, oh fuck.
Dude, I'm 30 and it's still intimidating sometimes.
Yeah.
man. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I always have good times, especially watching them. And like, no one has ever given me a shitty vibe unless it was warranted.
No.
Yeah, and I think this show, I upset at least one person because so I sing in this band. I'm not used to being a frontman at all. So, in between a song, I
Oh
was,
wait. This wasn't Best of the Worst.
no.
This was your band. Oh, you're in this band called
Thirsty Guys. This is the
Yeah.
band we started. Me, Jay, Cheech, and Dreads plays drums. And
I don't know who Dreads is.
he doesn't even have dreads anymore, but he did for a
That's misleading.
We can call him Shaves.
yeah, that's actually
No,
gonna
it's
fit.
kind of funny. It's like a large guy named
Or
Tiny.
he's got
Yeah, he's
sideburns.
he's
Can we call him
large, too.
Burns?
We can.
We can
Yeah.
call him Burns.
So
I'm into it.
yeah, I'm a front man in this band, and it's what I expected. There's about 60 people there at the bar. There's about maybe 7 people
Where
watching
was it?
us at the Clash Bar in Clifton.
Oh, okay.
It's a cool spot. Yeah. So I say something in between a song like, just so you guys know, like people were clapping and shit. I didn't think the crowd had really hated us. But at one point I said, just so you guys know, because Cheech told me this before our set, just so everyone
It's my
knows,
fault.
Papa John is no longer the CEO of Papa John's Pizza. That greasy Italian guinea fuck piece of shit. It got laughs. It got laughs.
I
was like,
love that like Italian racial slurs are totally cool because they're fucking hilarious.
dude, right? Well, that's what I thought, and I was like, look,
But you're Italian.
that's what I said. I was like, look, it's okay. I'm Italian. Like,
Heir to the Tom's River La Scala fortune.
that's right, baby.
You do know about that place, right? I mean, there's probably a fucking 3,000 La
Things
Scala
called-
bakeries in the tri-state area. but,
It's a
I know
bakery.
that one.
but there's a bakery in
Yeah.
Tom's River next to the comic book store that I used to go to called La Scala's, and I was always like, oh, I wonder if like Joe's family
We're probably
owns
like
this.
third cousins or something.
Oh, I'm sure.
Dude,
all you fucking
you remember
people are
Aniello?
related.
I mean, we all like have sex with our
Yeah.
cousins. So.
Aniello's fucking Red Moon. There's a Red Moon in Howell. There's a Red Moon in Lakewood. There's like another Red Moon somewhere else within like a 5-mile radius, and they're all the same family. None of them admit they all are family though when they're
That's
at the restaurant.
hilarious.
It's fucking
It's
awesome.
interesting.
My moons, you got my
Full
moons, you got a
disclaimer:
whole
I'm
bunch
half
of different
Italian.
shit.
So
Okay,
it's okay.
so you're okay too.
Sicilian at that.
Nice.
I was
Same.
adopted.
Is that-
I'm
yeah?
half Sicilian. Yeah.
I am South Korean. My last name is Weber. I was adopted into a very large Italian American family. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna quote this on
You
this.
kind of yeah. You are yeah.
Yeah,
So, all
you're
right.
Italian by
So, yeah,
default.
we
By
all-
default,
you
man.
got-
And my Italian family said, if anything, I could say, and I've said this to you before. My Italian family, if anything, you could say it as maybe classist, because we said fucking Guinea to make fun of the bougie ass motherfuckers.
I heard it all the time growing
Yeah,
up. I
guinea
never thought
tea.
of
Yeah, guinea tea.
Wife beater.
That's
like,
the most
Well, wife
problematic
beaters.
term for
Wife
an article
beater
of
has nothing to
clothing
do with
ever.
Italians. If you call it a wife beater, speaking on Italians, you say Italians beat wives. Wife beater is one of those words that should probably be just.
Yeah, that's one of those
stricken
things people say and never
away.
actually stop and think about. And then if you stop and think about it
Yeah.
for more than 30 seconds, you're like, oh,
I should probably not
Shit, that's
say
fucked up.
that.
So after the thirsty guy said, after I said my thing about Papa John's, a guy goes up to Jay and just said, "Hey, I didn't like what your singer said about Italian people." And Jay just kind of laughs, like awkwardly, like not sure, like really what to. He's like, "Yeah, you know,
what's Jay's last name?
Salvaggio." Yeah, also another Italian guy. And then the guy
Oh, you
says,
fucking Dago Wops.
Oh,
"Dude, that's
you
it. We're
said
getting.
it.
They're coming for us." And then the guy says, "I mean it. Us Italians got to stick together." Says that to Jay. So then
That's
Jay,
a dude that owns every season of The Sopranos on DVD. He's
Yo,
still waiting for the
probably.
Blu-ray box set to come out.
and I think he was a skinhead too, and I think he just got upset.
Did
at
he?
him.
Did he have hair?
I didn't see the guy.
Did he have a bomber jacket?
As soon
Did he
as
have
Jay
any of the typical skinhead attire?
I mean, 90% of the show did, so I'm gonna assume that it most likely was. Especially because he was like kind of at the end of the night. Someone else told me like, "Yo, I think that guy's talking about you again." So I never actually talked to the guy throughout the whole night. As soon as Jay told me it happened, I put my hood up and just kind of hung out in the corner for the whole night.
There's 3 perspectives on this night. There's what Jay said happened, what you said happened, and what I saw happen. Because, frankly, Dreads was too fucking drunk.
Yeah.
And at the end of the night, I'm having a great night. I got some fucking tacos. I'm fucking hanging out. Had
Yeah.
a drink or two. Fucking, at the end of the night, I ended up watching Hub City, and all you was like, we have to leave now. We have to go.
Wait,
fucking
seriously?
Now? Yeah.
kind
And
of
I-
You had
urgent.
to jet because
and-
the Italian skinheads
Yo,
were gonna
no,
fuck
Josh,
you up.
This is the same scenario that happened when in fucking we crashed in Orlando one
Watch
night.
out, they wear the red, white, and green laces.
Dude, in
and
Orlando
it's
one
spaghetti laces.
night. Best of the worst crashes, and fucking I wake up having one of the best nights on Sleep on Tour I've ever had in my fucking life. Everyone else is like, Cheech, we gotta go fucking now. And when
Where
we
were
get
you staying? You were playing in Clifton.
no Orlando.
This is
This is a
a
while
different
ago.
story where
This
we
is-
jet out of a house quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
The
hold
only
on.
other time this has ever happened to me.
I need a timeline. So this is not the same show as the Clash Bar.
This is like 3 years ago.
3
yeah.
years
3
ago.
years ago.
And when
Were
best
you run out of the Clash Bar though because of the Italian?
I
skinheads?
didn't run out. Look, I would have talked to the guy.
I've also never heard that term.
Italian skinheads. It was a weird show, dude. The second band had a song that was just a "Violence is the answer," and I look around the room. There's fucking 40 skinheads, a bunch of dudes in leather jackets, just cheering "Violence, dude, violence."
Well,
and their
well,
album
Watch
was
out for the
called
razors
we're
in
gonna
the
make
night.
Oi great again.
"Make Oi Great Again." Their album was called, dude. So it was like working class kids.
That was what was the fucking
What's
band?
the name of the band that we're talking shit on?
I'm not talking shit about them because I thought
I
they were
am.
actually pretty cool. Please don't find
Yeah,
my-
because violence is the answer. Dude.
No, I mean, look, it's always skinhead punk. Like, it's gonna do what it's gonna do. It was fun. It was a fun show.
Cockney Rejects are bust.
We upset some
Dude,
people.
Blitz is sweet. I fuck with Blitz.
Yeah, I'll give Blitz that. No,
Dude,
no,
a-
Jay and I were talking about it. There's
that
maybe
song "New
5
Age" is like unfucking believably
Wait,
good.
you are the dude that I can have a conversation about this with. 5 Oi bands. Give me 5.
Does Coxbar count? Because Coxbar
Yeah,
is the
absolutely.
first.
Fuck
Coxbar
yeah.
is the
Coxbar
first
is the Oi
four,
band to me.
4 slots. Because Coxbar is fucking amazing. I don't know. I'm not like the world's biggest Oi guy.
I like lower class brats.
Is that Oi or is that just like street punk?
There's like a
little bit of column A, a little
crossover.
bit of column B.
There's a crossover.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking, I like
Remember?
LCB.
Yeah, remember we were on tour and lower class brats were playing in the other room.
I left our show to go
Yeah,
watch them.
we saw that.
with
Absolutely.
Peter and the Test Tube Babies.
Yeah.
in
That's
Chicago.
oi. I'll fuck with Peter and the Test Tube Babies.
Yeah,
was
fuck
fun.
yeah, dude.
That was
Yeah.
Reggie's, right?
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Chicago.
Dude, I was watching Shameless the other day, and like so the fucking one character texts the fucking girl who's the main character, whose name I forgot after watching it for 8 consecutive fucking seasons. Fiona. Text Fiona, and he's like, "Hey, come see my band tonight. We're at Reggie's." And I was like, "Go Duff, I know that place.
Yeah.
I know that place. I didn't
yeah.
buy the Phantom Menace soundtrack there, and I still regret that."
They had a record store upstairs, right?
It's one of my
Yeah.
favorite.
And
it
a
might be
comedy
my
show
favorite one.
before the show started.
There was the comedy show.
That was
Yeah.
like sponsored by Doug Stanhope, like, but he wasn't on
But
the
he
tour.
wasn't there.
It was
Wasn't
just like
there.
3 of his guys, like, and he just sent him on this weird tour.
You were very bummed out. I remember at
'cause
the
I
end of that
liked
because you liked one of the
I liked
dudes,
one of the comedians.
and you watched the set and you were like, "Yeah, let's just play."
It
or
was a weird
something.
room. His set had like he got like a 2 out of 10 maybe.
It wasn't no,
It was weird.
because no, you're right. When I was watching like 2 of the 3 sets, and like it was definitely not people that were going there. There were people there that wanted to grab a drink and maybe like get off of work. Maybe
I
Yeah.
think
not
that's when
people that
me
wanted
and
to see
Liz
comedy.
and maybe Jay quested for Chicago.
Dish.
Yeah, Deep
Yeah.
Dish.
Yes.
So Josh also for context, he came on tour with the Best of the Worst and filled in on bass. So that's why we have like tour stories too. So
For one single tour.
yeah,
If you want to play bass at Best of the Worst, you just gotta learn about like 70% of the music.
I didn't go on the last one, so it's the last tour I went on was the one with you.
Really?
buddy. Yeah.
yeah,
Why not? What were you doing?
Work.
yeah. He was gonna come, and then like 2 or 3 weeks before, it was like
So wait, just did
And
you-
now I'm
did you get
stuck
a
here
replacement, or-
forever.
one guitar. Yeah, fuck it.
You
It's
can't
all-
be an official ska band without.
We need at least 7 people, and one of them be
No,
needs to be
wait.
changed.
Stiffy is way more ska than me. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Yo, honestly, like, I seriously look at it like this. None of us are ska dudes at all, but Stiffy. That's it.
He is a
And
check-
I mean that as a compliment.
He's a checkerboard tattoo. So I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty ska.
that's true.
all right. So look, I don't think I was gonna get my ass kicked at the show. Going back to when I said the things about
Clash
Italian
bar.
people.
Chortled, maybe.
I would have talked to the guy in the beginning of the night, but I never came across him. And then at the end of the night, I figured he was much more drunk and would have been a little harder to talk to.
I'll repeat
So as soon
what
as
I told you.
heard at the end of the night that he was heated, I was like, all right, maybe we should just go instead
Dude,
of
I'll
dealing
repeat
with
what
this.
I told you the other night.
Cheech
and
thinks
it's
I
the
wasn't
first
wrong
thing.
at all.
You kinda, but didn't. You kinda race baited a white dude to admit how prejudiced he doesn't realize he is. So,
Well,
as
how
a
so?
minority in
Elaborate.
a room like that,
Yeah.
I look at that as when a dude like you can look at me and say straight to my face, "Yeah, I had an issue about this," and this dude came at me being the person that you are, and that dude says that shit, I immediately know in that room who I do not want to be near, who I should stay away from. Part of.
Yeah, but how does
And-
he not know that you're one of his people? You're like one of the greasiest looking
I
motherfuckers
know.
I ever seen.
Dude, yeah, my nose is gigantic. I don't
Well,
know.
I-
You
well,
fucking
I
sweat
can-
olive oil.
And that's the thing. I and you, with the context of what we have, know Joe enough to where we never have to we laugh at this. But like other people in that room, the fact that somebody had to go up to him and say that is awkward enough in my eyes to where I'm like, yo, what do we have a fucking like Sicilian travel ban right now?
Yeah, I
What
mean,
the fuck is going
it's
on?
weird because Italian people aren't really oppressed anymore, unless they think they're oppressed because in the '90s they owned
Certain parts
New
of
York,
South Philly.
right? Like,
Certain parts of South Philly.
And,
maybe.
like,
There absolutely was a time when it was like no Italians.
yeah, and like the
Like,
fucking 40s and 50s
Yeah,
or whatever.
one of my friends found on like the deed to his house, there was a clause, and amongst Irish people, it was like no blacks, no Irish people, no Italians can own a house like on this street. This was like the 50s that his house was built.
yeah,
And whatever, like he just found that one day and was like, that's not true because we're Irish.
yeah, it's
You
weird.
know? So there definitely was
It-
like a certain
when
time
when they immigrated to the country. Yeah,
Sure, that's why
But,
like
I mean-
a lot of North Jersey was
Wait, was it a family house? I'm not even trying to sound weird at all, just from the context of what I've seen in my past. You just
Yeah,
said he
yeah, it was
was Irish.
No.
The
I mean, he is Irish. He lives there in the year 2018. But when the house was built in 2000, or 1950 or whatever year it was like.
Yeah,
all these like things that they
in the
didn't want,
50s,
like these people
Yeah.
they didn't want to live in their
Like,
neighborhood.
it's totally fucked up, but like it makes sense that I hear an Irish family doesn't want an Italian family in the 1950s at the house that they
yeah,
built
exactly.
that
Well,
they
it was
spent
more
money
like
on.
it was more
It's
like
fucked
probably
up,
like a
but-
waspy.
The landlord,
Yeah.
whoever owned the block.
Well, it was a situation that was the developer of the entire.
That's pretty wild. That
like
is wild.
said, like
Yeah,
all
it's
these
nuts.
people. Let's not have them.
At
I'm
all.
curious of the context of the developer at that point.
Yeah,
he could
had to
give you
be
a better-
waspy. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure it was some kind of like wasp shit.
yeah, but that was 70 years ago. And like in 2018, if
Sure.
you think Italians are being oppressed because The Sopranos aren't on anymore, you're just not. You're not right. Like
3 words: Sicilian travel ban.
After
not
after
happening,
after
dude.
Godfather 3, they were like, the oppression's back, baby.
yeah, hey, we need more TV time. And look, I make fun of Italian people a lot because I grew around the goofy culture, and there's cool things about it. But
There's
it's,
plenty of goofy shit. There's
Yeah.
so much
Awesome.
goofy
It's
shit.
just
Like
The
funny,
goofy
dude.
shit is
Wait,
the coolest shit.
hold on. This is the test. I guess for both of you, but all right. So it's typically served with broccoli. It's like a thicker pasta. It's like it's something and broccoli.
Cavatal.
What is it, Joe?
gob.
Oh,
What is-
you
no,
say
no, no.
it with a G. Fuck
What is
you.
what is the way you say it?
I don't know if I'm thinking of the right thing.
Broccoli cavatal.
Gabagool.
No.
Gabagool.
It's called all right. So it's called and it's spelled cavatelli.
Yeah.
But my
C-A-V-A-T-L-I.
entire fucking life, I called it gavadil, and I had like never seen
that's
it.
That's what I was
Awesome.
going for. No, that's
I'd
what,
never
that's what
seen
I
it
meant.
spelled, and then one day my girlfriend was like, "What?"
What
I was
did you
like,
say?
"I'm like pointing at it in a store. I'm like, oh, gavadil and we should make gavadil and broccoli." And she's like, "Do you mean cavatelli?" And I'm like, "No, gavadil."
Wait, you say gavadil
I-
and broccoli?
yes, all
you
the
don't say
time.
broccoli cavadil or
No.
cavatel?
No.
Broccoli cavatel?
No,
Fuck you. Oh, dude, fuck you.
no. But here's the thing. So it's that, and then it's not manicotti. It's manigot.
Yeah, that man of goats.
Yeah. So one Thanksgiving, I decided to call my entire family out on their wacky bullshit Italian pronunciations of things,
Yeah.
and I asked them the same question. I'm like, "Oh, guys, what is it?" I'm like, "Aunt Jackie, what is it?" It's called blah 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 and broccoli, and she's like, "Oh, gavadil." I'm like, "Yeah, right." And I'm like, it's like a tube with like ricotta and mozzarella on top, and it's baked. And I'm like, "What is that?" She's like, "Oh, a manigot." I'm like, right. And the stuff that you put inside of it.
Stuffed shells.
And she's like, regat. And I'm like, right. And it's a coffee drink that you get. It's got like foam on the top. She's like, cappuccino. I'm like, oh, you mean gabagine? I'm like, oh, it's a some kind of parlor pizza. Oh, you mean Pete's? Like, I just called them out for all of the like bullshit things that they don't say with the
Yeah.
like North Italian accent.
That's the thing too. There's so many dialects and everything breaks off in so many ways.
yeah, and there's reasons for all of the shit. Like if you
study the
if you
language.
if you spend more than fucking 2 minutes on Google, you can find out why certain families and certain people say things like gavadil and manigot and regat and all that shit. Like, there's a reason for it. I don't know. I don't particularly care. I just think it sounds funny.
I'm not very cultured at all. But
How do you
it's-
say zip depeche?
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, me neither.
I've never heard of that. I know I like a good pasta fazool.
Yeah, that's how I said that one.
I've heard people say pasta fazool. I've heard people say pasta fagioli, all within my own family.
Yeah.
Like, there's no fucking rhyme or reason half the
Yeah.
time.
I can't even eat most Italian food anymore, so I'm just like, I hate all of it.
Oh,
It's
that's
stupid.
right. You got
It all makes
you got
me
a
sick.
fucked up stomach.
Joey, why don't you want to eat it? What's wrong? Grandma, I have Crohn's. I can't eat it. What the fuck do you want? Just kidding. Shout out to my grandma. Mwah.
Shout out G-Ma.
She's a
Whoop, whoop.
homie.
All right, let's talk about Cheech. Where you were wanting to talk about. Actually, I wanted to bring up Stan Lee. You guys hear what happened? He's like harassing his nurse.
For
Oh, I was gonna say, if you tell me that Stanley died, I'm gonna cry.
No,
on
but
your
he's like
podcast.
95, and like he was asking his nurse to fillet him.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't know.
I got the
was
article on
told
my
a
phone.
couple things by a couple customers today about Stanley, and from what I was told by my customers at the store, it was on akin to the George Bush-esque kind of stuff was going on. But if you say Stanley asked a nurse to fillet him, that's kind of completely.
That's what this page 6
I don't even
article
know
says.
completely. Fucking.
Marvel
put my
creator
fucking foot in
Stan
my
Lee
mouth.
accused of sexual harassment.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck.
I mean,
He asked for oral sex in the shower and to be pleasured in his bedroom.
ah,
The quote is, "He doesn't seem to care what people think of
At
him.
the same time.
He's
Yeah.
lost his filter." There has been a stream of young nurses coming to his house in West Hollywood, and he has been sexually harassing them. He finds it funny. Horny old man syndrome.
Oh.
You know, no one ages with grace. Am I 95? I'm not making up excuses for it, but I'm like, you know,
There is no
horny
excuse
old man.
for it.
yeah, no, he's still a piece of
Like-
shit by all means. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh.
I didn't mean to bum you guys out. That's like a lot of people's hero, that guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's like
um,
one of the last.
He was one of the last.
He's one of the last
artist heroes I
people-
had, dude.
He's one of the last people from the golden age of
Yeah.
comic books, for one thing,
Sure.
and he's unfortunately now too like one of the last from the silver age, like, and it's like one of those things that's like, you know, Stan Lee dying is like Joe Strummer or Joey Ramone dying. It's like
Yeah.
like the father of a lot of modern comics and a lot of that stuff. Especially that really sucks too, because like he was always seemed to be a really progressive guy, like with
Yeah.
X-Men being a
He was
sort of
with
like
his
an
wife
allegory.
for forever.
Well, his wife also died recently.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, his wife passed away
Oh my
like
God, I didn't know that.
like last year.
Because that was one of
And I was-
Stanley's big things for years.
Oh
was,
yeah,
like,
he was
his
like
family
he was
life.
incredibly in love with his wife. Like
Yeah.
if you there's
oh my God.
lots of interviews where it's like him and his wife, and like it's just that thing where like you could really tell, like, you know, these are two people who have been together since 1940 whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
and I don't
Long
believe
time.
ever got divorced or like had anything happen, and like
At
Which
least
is not
publicly.
that common.
no,
anymore.
and are still like so fucking in love with each other.
Yeah. That's sad.
Oh my God.
It is, and their stories like pretty cool. Like she was like married to a guy, and like, you know, basically like Stanley like did like the whole. It's like an old movie, like professed his love and like,
Oh wow.
you know, like kind of, you know, like went for it with her, and like
It worked out.
it worked out, and she said yes, and like they, you know, started a family.
She
and,
passed away in July at 93 years old. They were married for 69
Are you
years.
serious?
Yeah.
In July?
All right, so this article might not be.
Shabra 69.
All right, so meanwhile, a rep for the new nursing company working for Lee said he has been polite, kind, and respectful to their staff. Now, who knows, right? But obviously, Lee denies, and Mr. Lee categorically denies these false and despicable allegations, and he fully intends to fight to protect his stellar good name and impeccable character. So, who fucking knows, dude? He's 95. I don't know much about him besides that he created Marvel or whatever. So, you know, it's sad that it happened. He's old. If it did happen.
Yeah.
I think it's also common in
sucks.
an old person's home. I think there's a lot of old, creepy men. We should just put him down.
What?
Well, dude, as soon as his wife died, I was like, "That's it, he's done." Because
Yeah.
like
I had
when
no idea that happened.
when June Carter died, like Johnny Cash died pretty close after.
Yeah, first he put out a video for Hurt, which is extremely sad. And
Yeah, she was still alive when they had that video.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in the fucking video.
Oh fuck,
He recorded
But, yeah.
that.
that song fucks me up. Like his version of it.
Oh yeah.
And Trent
Yeah.
Reznor to this day still says this is not.
Oh,
my
like, that's
song
his
anymore,
song.
It's Johnny Cash's song.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Because it's, and even when he when he plays it, like it's almost certain. I've seen him play it once or twice with certain of the inflections that Johnny Cash does it. So like,
Yeah, it rubbed
sometimes
off on
it's
him.
not his song.
And then it came back as like a meme in 2016, and it was.
It was memed.
Oh, dude, totally.
I didn't know.
It's like the Simon and Garfunkel like, "Hello Darkness, My Old Friend" thing. Like something like, you know, bad happens, or like somebody's eating like a shit ton of pizza, and then it's like, "I hurt myself today."
Ah,
Yeah, I mean, nothing is sacred anymore.
No gods and nothing sacred.
Yeah.
kind of going back to what you were saying before about like, I just think that with the whole Stan Lee thing, without knowing the context of what happened, speaking not about that, but about a lot of things in general, we had the opportunity decades ago to have a conversation on certain things about, like, for instance, the war on drugs. That never fucking happened, and fucking decades later, we're still fucking dealing with the same repercussions. I don't fucking fault anybody for not wanting to talk about any of that bullshit at all whatsoever.
The conversation is always in retrospect after something happens, and you know.
Yeah,
it
but
sucks.
that's the thing; it doesn't have to be.
No, it doesn't.
Right
and
now,
the defense too for
opportunity.
somebody of Stanley's age is like, oh, he's from a different time. Like
Not even Stan
that's
Lee.
frequently the defense for something like that.
And that's just as Descendants did. I'm not a loser. What do you change the fucking words to? You fucking.
It's not a
homo
fucking
to,
disco.
Yeah.
They when they play live now, they, instead of saying you fucking homo, they say it's not a disco.
So to me,
But like
it's-
that's the only thing that you can do for a situation like that.
Yeah.
Is be like, all right, well, if we're gonna continue to play the song, then like.
But that's being smart and looking back at it in hindsight. But
Sure.
regardless of that, I really do believe this. If we are not ready, if not now, but soon within the next few years, to have a fucking conversation about mores, fucking deviances, and be able to look at ourselves in the fucking face and our friends in their fucking face and tell them what our mores and what our fucking deviances are. Like, I don't know if we can get through this one.
Yeah.
And that terrifies
It was
me
a
as
fucked
a
up year.
society, man. And the fact that, like, we can't be honest with ourselves and our insecurities are parlaying this fucking vitriol against us.
I want to like partially blame the media because I mean
it's a lot of their
because
fault.
sex is just exploited and used to sell things and like move things and invoke feelings, which of course it does, but like it's like taboo when you try to talk to it.
But
to
it's
talk
not a
about
problem
it.
for sex to emote feelings. It's not at all a problem for that.
I think people
and we
have
should
a
be
big
cool with
problem
that.
talking about sex like fucking adults, for one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people still talk about sex like they're fucking teenagers.
Dude, hookup culture, like I don't drink, so like obviously I'm gonna hate it, but like I just see so many people and it's like, what the you're like 40, like what are you doing? Like,
Dude, why do you
Well,
think
it's
I fucking...
like-
Dude, like, whenever I go out to a fucking bar, that's the majority of what I see half of the time. And,
it's
like...
disgusting, dude. My sister has a friend that's a grown man, and he was over the other day, and he's like, yeah, like I'm talking to this girl, like, I left her on red for 3 hours. So, but then like,
I don't even know what that
And then I
means.
hit her with an LOL, and it's like, yo, you're like older than me by like 10 years. Like, what are you like? It's just stupid. And I'm not saying like,
Well, that's what I mean. Like we still talk about sex like we're in high school.
Yeah.
And we don't talk about it like we talk about anything else. Like we don't talk about it the same way that you talk about like fucking food, not fucking food. I mean, like, yo, no,
Grapefruit,
absolutely,
shit, man, grapefruit,
absolutely
that
zero
shit.
fetish shaming here. No kink shaming.
yeah.
Whatever you're into, as long as it's safe, sane, and consensual, that's good with me.
That's right. Wise
But-
words.
We had the talk in the van.
But I mean, like, yeah, but like, yeah, we don't talk about it the same way that we talk about literally anything else, and it's because it's like, yo, with like the bros, like, yo, got fucking laid last night, bro, like, woo, yeah, got fucking laid,
Yeah.
and it's, we can absolutely talk about all these things like fucking adults,
Yeah. And like,
and we would all understand each other better, and frankly, I think have better sex, period, if we were talking about it like
'cause
adults.
you don't have any barriers up. You know, it. I don't know if it'll ever happen.
No, probably not. I mean,
Not for the majority of
And
people.
I mean, people
I don't
can
know.
make the
I'd like to
choice.
think positively about that, but I don't know.
People can make the choice to like be more open and like set boundaries. I'm usually open in relationships, and like I don't drink, so like I'm never like, oh yeah.
It's not about
I don't know.
drinking.
I know, and I closely associate it with that because I've seen people rely.
I don't blame you. Dude.
I've seen people
Like,
rely on alcohol just to sleep with someone or like hook up with someone. So that's like,
That's a shitty excuse because you've watched me get blackout drunk and be like,
No,
I'm not gonna
I
work."
have seen you be very drunk
Not
and be like,
not to be
and
like
turn-
holier than thou at all.
no,
but,
no. You're right. Yeah, like I have seen you
Like
do that.
alcohol is no fucking excuse.
You're right. I feel like it's kind of I'm treating it like one, and it's not.
It-
it's more about the people
Well,
and the way you
when
treat it.
society treats it like an excuse, I can understand why you see it that way.
Yeah.
Totally. Because even in society and fucking media all the fucking time, it's a bastardization of what sexuality is to people and what relationships are to people, and like fucking, dude, it like fucks with good fucking people constantly, and like I see it constantly with people around me. That kind of shit keeps people that I really think are good people from getting into good relationships that I think they could possibly be in, just because people don't expect certain things out of other people, and the reality is it's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
But you know, it's going back to what we were kind of talking about before with hip hop. Like, what happens when a few people judge the culture and society for the zeitgeist at that point of it's different culturally, contextually, country to country, but like North American culture, I really don't believe that, for instance, Canadian culture, American culture, and certain other parts close to certain places around here, like in Mexico, are that different. Because from what I see, it's really not culturally as media portrays it. Without trying, there's a lot I do not at all understand, but at least as far as media portrays it, it's not that different. And that's the biggest bummer, is that societally different countries don't have a different appeal anymore, as far as like not just what's cool, but what's like active and what's like positively sexual, you know, for that accord.
I feel like Germany is the place to be.
Germany? Why
Yeah.
Germany?
Just like Shiza is like, I mean, not like
I knew that's exactly where you were going with that.
No, it just seems
Poop
like
videos?
yeah.
Are you into poop videos?
No, I'm not. They make me gag.
No, I
like,
think
reflex
I
gag
think
every
the
time.
idea is that like
I don't
If
think
you-
I,
is that
I've,
like
I've
Ger-
honestly
if the
never
trust
watched
is strong enough where you can just drop a, feces on someone, then maybe it's like real trust.
one.
That's
To be
real
honest
love.
with you, I long for that trust. If I can find, if I ever meet a woman one day that she trusts me pooping on her chest, then
Yeah.
I know that I've
I would never do that to someone because it would just be blood and pus and feces and hair and like
is there
urine.
pus in it?
Dude, yeah, we'll talk about it off the pod.
That's
yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, well, at times it depends when you catch me.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I know. I should go to a doctor.
Yeah. Yo, I went to the doctor today for like the first time in probably 2 years.
Did you go to the
Thanks,
poop doctor?
Obama.
Yeah.
Yo, I got that fucking Obamacare.
Oh, it came through?
Oh,
Good.
fuck
Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
dude.
Good, dude.
Like the first day that I could get it, I signed up.
Hell yeah.
And it was like, but here's the thing. So I initially I thought that I was on the right website, and I put like my phone number and like some other information. Like I didn't put my social security number. They didn't even ask for it.
Okay.
I put like my phone number and like, just some other basic information like my address and stuff into a website because I thought it was the like
Obamacare.
The Obamacare
sign
site.
up.
Did
Yeah.
you go to insurance.com?
I don't fucking know. It was some bullshit, so like that thing that's like, yo, it's actually not the easiest thing in the world to immediately find the correct website. It's like
No.
pretty true, I think. But so like I signed up for the wrong thing, and then I just got like fucking bombarded with calls, like at the fucking ass crack of 11:30 in the morning when I'm still trying to sleep. Like decent people don't wake up till at least 3:30 in the afternoon.
In the venue, and someone who works at a venue in your life. Yes. I'm up too early, so I envy that sentence.
And
you
I
just said.
envy your situation of being like, I wake up at 8:30 on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucked up to me. That's so like
That motherfucker-
unusual.
I
Well,
don't
when
remember the
when
last
your
time I've
night's
watched
end.
him wake up at 8:30 on a Saturday.
Yeah, I'm up like
Well,
10,
no, I
11.
mean, yeah, like my night will end on a Saturday at fucking 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, because you have to clean up after the shows, right?
Yeah, and then I go hang out with my friend Jim in the parking lot of the Wawa until like 7:30 in the morning,
That's so
just
tight.
watching people in Wawa and like shit talking everything.
Dude, can I
Yeah.
tell you though? I'm
Respect.
so fucking jealous of that lifestyle where like
Yeah,
I
it's,
work
like,
at 9
kinda
to
cool.
5 Monday through Friday where I'm like, oh yeah, dude, if I can just fucking like do it, like, yeah, I want sometimes a job where I can fucking just chill with the motherfucker in the parking lot of Wawa till like 7:30.
Yeah,
Yo, but real quick, so like I kept getting like all these fucking calls. They're like, oh, have you signed up for insurance yet? Whatever, and you got to keep being like, no, please take me off your list, or like, a good one. I saw like the YouTube video where the guy like answers the phone, and it's a telemarketer, and he's like, 911, what's your emergency? And then they're like, I did that to a couple people, and it works
that's a good one.
spectacularly.
Oh, I'm gonna do that.
But
yeah.
I found the thing that works. You want to know that fucking pro strat?
What?
When you keep getting calls from insurance companies or telemarketers and you don't want the calls anymore, you have to tell them that a jealous ex signed you up for all this shit.
Ooh. Yeah.
Because then you're like, yo, somebody's harassing me, and they don't want to be implicated in someone else's harassment.
Yeah.
So you're like, yo, my ex-girlfriend, my ex-boyfriend, like, signed me up for all this stuff so that I would get calls nonstop from you people. And I'd like to be taken off the list, please.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, the people are like, oh, wow, I'm sorry. Because, like, they can kind of sympathize and be like, oh, that sucks. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get these calls either.
Yeah.
But if you tell them just, like, I have a credit card, like, don't call me anymore, or, like, I don't want a credit card, they're just like, cool, so you're going to want a credit card next week?
Yeah.
How about tomorrow?
Just leave me alone, please.
Yo, give that shit a try.
Yeah, that
Real
sounds
talk.
good. Dude, I'll get calls from numbers that are like a few digits off from mine, and then it'll be like...
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it's definitely
with the
like,
same area code. That's
yeah,
a new scam.
like the numbers are just shuffled around, and it's not... You call that number back, and it's like, this number doesn't exist. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like they're
It's-
masking their phone number.
It's
Yeah,
fun
MSI, man,
sometimes to just, like,
backmasking.
fuck with them.
I will,
like,
but then they call more, I feel like.
Yeah.
So it's messy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because if I was the person on the other line, I'd be like, cool, fuck you too. I'm going to sign you up for all the things that I can sign you up
Yeah,
for.
100%. Yeah.
But
it sucks, though. I love prank phone calls. I hate telemarketers. We should do prank phone calls.
prank phone calls are fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring back Jerky Boys.
Yeah.
I don't think did it leave?
Yeah, absolutely.
you guys-
yeah,
you guys
it left
know-
when I was in second grade.
What's the Longmont Potion Castle? You ever hear his shit?
No.
All right, this guy hooks up his output to like a loop pedal and a delay pedal and makes these fucking trippy prank phone calls where like he'll say something and it'll echo a million times and then he'll be like talking over himself and there's like staggered delay and like people are like, sir, what's going on? And it's just like, it's really good. He's got a bunch of albums on YouTube. Longmont Potion Castle, check this shit out.
That's how to ask for weed.
Yo, but going back to Josh's lifestyle and how I envy it, I feel like a 9 to 5 lifestyle or an 8 to 3:30, whatever. I feel like it's like making me soft. Like routine is like slowly grinding away at my will and
That's
my
your problem,
spirit.
dude.
I know.
That's your fucking problem. You
It's
gotta change your
fucked up.
game up.
I know. I'm really feeling.
Yeah, but think about
feeling shit
this.
week.
But think about this. Like, all right, it sounds sick because like it's like it's Wednesday and I'm like, I go to sleep at 6:30 in the morning and I wake up. Yeah. No, real talk. I fucking stay
That's
up
wild.
all night just watching Jackie Chan movies and YouTube.
That's not a problem.
It kind of is because I've run out of every.
You ran out of Jackie
movies.
Chan movies.
I still haven't watched The Foreigner. I think I'm gonna watch The Foreigner tonight, maybe.
I heard that one's good. I heard it's good.
Yo, it looked tight as shit. It's fucking Taken with Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Why would that not be sweet? Anyway, so it's like, go to sleep at 6:30, and I wake up at like 4 in the afternoon, and if you're doing the math, yeah, that's more time than I ever needed to be sleeping. But if I
Sure.
wake up early, I wake up at like 11, and like I roll over, look at the clock, and I'm like, oh, fuck that shit, it's 11. Like, I'm gonna go back to sleep, and then I go back to sleep, and I wake up at 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend doesn't get home till 5, so I'm like, whatever. It's not like she's missing me.
Sure.
She's at work. Like, and I'm.
What else would you
sleeping.
do?
Yeah. What else would I be doing? I don't know.
you're-
Doing something productive, like
you're-
cleaning the house, learning a skill, reading a book, any of those things.
You're like a
Yeah,
puppy.
no,
You
that
wake
sucks.
up all bright and bushy tail for when Duff gets home.
No, I don't. I wake up like total fucking
Right
dog
out of
shit
bed.
because it's 4:30 in the afternoon.
That would fuck
and
me
and
up.
and I'm like, well, it's 4:30. I can't make coffee because I'm not gonna make coffee at 4:30 in the afternoon.
Why not?
Yeah.
Even though my day doesn't start till 6.
Yeah.
But she comes home and I'm just like, ugh. And she's had a fucking
She had a
entire
day.
productive day of like working and being an active member of society. And I've been doing nothing but masturbating on the couch and fucking sleeping.
Yeah. It's a vicious
know?
cycle. Yeah.
But then like the other side is like, oh, it's Thursday. I'm going into work at, 3:30 and I'm going to get out at, 2 in the morning. And then it's Friday and I'm going to go in at, 7 and I'm going to get out at 3:30, and then it's Saturday I'm going to go in at 7 and I'm going to get out at fucking 4:30. Like,
Yeah.
that's where my like work week is like
The
on,
weekends.
is on like the weekends.
Well, like, what's your schedule? It's like 5 days a week, or depending on the schedule at the venue.
It depends. It like changes every week. So it's like sometimes we might have something on like a random Monday or
I was at like a
during the
disco
week.
thing recently. Liz played in like this disco band.
I know, and
I thought you were gonna be
and
there.
I fucking didn't work it because
I was bummed.
Yeah.
I mean, why'd you work the disco gig? It wasn't bad. It was all right. It was fun.
So, yeah, I didn't realize that she was in it. If she was in it, I would have went
hung out.
because I don't
Yeah,
think I
yeah.
did anything that day.
Shit.
But I saw her picture the next day, and I was like, oh fuck, Liz was there, and I texted my friend Jim that like does sound, also the guy that I hang out with at
And people watch at Wawa.
until 7:30 in the morning. I texted him, I was like, yo, how was the trombone player for like the disco band? And he was like, good, fine. Why? I was like, oh, it was my friend. I just want to make sure like, you know, you weren't a fucking dick to her for no reason or anything. Like, but
I think that's another thing that's cool about your job is just you just deal with, and this sucks for you, but you deal with like bullshit from bands, and that's just so funny and like trivial to me to know that like certain bands have like these ticks and personalities that are just annoying, and like it's just funny. Like what's a good terrible story you have about someone? From working at this place or working at Summer Stage
or the Lanes.
Or the Lanes, yeah. Fuck, I forgot you're there for so long.
So working at the Lanes versus like working and doing what I do now is like I was just cooking food at the Lanes.
Yeah.
And like any band comes up to me like, I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. I don't give a fuck if your agent doesn't like me. I'm the guy that's making your grilled cheese. Like, you don't give a shit about me. I don't give a shit about you.
Sure.
But like now, like working directly with people, it's like a kind of a different level of professionalism, and I give a shit, and I actually like care because I'm providing a service directly to the band that's not just like heating them up food.
Sure. Yeah, and you care about the venue too, to an extent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a cool spot.
No, I love where I work. I love that place. It's great. I would not have had the same opportunity if I hadn't walked in the door. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
But I don't know. Give me like what do you mean exactly? Like,
what's the most absurd shit demand you've had an artist coming through and tell you?
I haven't had anything like crazy. When I worked at the Lanes, the only thing from the snack bar that Jail Biafra would eat is tater tots.
I'm the same way though. So
I feel like that's a lot.
That's the
for
only
most
thing that he would
people.
eat, and then we had to. I mean, and it's not like a oh my god, that's crazy. Like, he would only eat tater tots from the snack bar.
that's fun trivia.
Yeah.
Well, because my uncle does like Live Nation events.
Yeah,
you've worked.
He's probably got
with
great fucking stories. It's like,
Yeah,
that's like serious like rock star shit at that point.
Yeah.
But then I think it's funny when a band like the Souls or like the Menzingers go in and they're just like regular
Nice
dudes,
guys, yeah.
like just regular like nice dudes.
Well,
without any kind of like rock star like mentality or bullshit about
I
them.
feel like the rock star mentality has aged out. Like it doesn't exist anymore unless like.
Oh yeah,
No,
it does.
No, that's
Oh
very
yeah,
much
it
there.
does.
At least the bands I respect like aren't like that. Like I mean,
we had a
'Cause
certain
you don't deal
band,
with bands that you don't respect.
yeah.
We had a certain band play that was like fucking like 6th string tier members of like shitty 80s bands.
Okay.
And
But they were older.
oh yeah,
It wasn't
no,
like, I mean like as far as like a current like a band that's 30 or younger, in their 30s or younger.
yeah. But anyway, so like we are like working at the show, and one of the members of the crew says to a member of our crew, who is a lady, says something to the effect of like, hey, I bet you got a lot of boyfriends around here, huh? And like laughs about it. And I'm up on a ladder, and I like take 2 steps off the ladder. I look at the dude and I go, yeah, we're going to refrain from asking any of those kind of questions today. Thanks. And he's like, what? Who said that? Who said that? I was like, I said that.
Yeah.
Is that good? And he was like, oh, no one has more respect for women than me. Like, you don't know who you're talking to. And I said, I don't give a shit. I don't
Yeah.
give a shit who you are. I don't give a shit who you worked for. I don't give a shit where you're from. All I give a shit is about that was unwarranted, and we're not going to do that today.
Sure.
Cool? And so he takes a fit and goes off and tells like their production manager all about the fucking situation, and they come up to me later and they're like, nobody had like no one took any like offense to that, like it didn't mean anything, and the guy was like, you didn't have to go like run to your production manager and tell him like about what happened, and I was like, I didn't run and tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody anything.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, how did he find out? And I hear that my production manager is coming around the corner, and I'm like, I don't know. Let's ask him. Hey, come on in here. And I get him to come in, and I'm like, hey, did I tell you about the situation earlier? And he was like, no. And then so the tourist production manager is like, oh, well, how'd you find out? And he's like, well, she told me. And I'm just kind of like, da-da-da-da-da-da. There you go.
That's
like,
what you fucking get. Yeah. What did you expect?
And then he tries to like feed me some fucking bullshit about like, oh, you don't get very far like working in this industry, like being like that. He's not like that. It's not like that. I'm just like, yeah, it's not like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Fuck you, dude. Like,
yeah, 100%.
So like that shit totally still exists and like
so whack.
and is around. And you know what? It is like phasing out, I'd like to think.
Yeah.
But, I don't work with nearly as many women as I think I should be. Like,
Sure.
Because I don't, it's not, it's not like an industry that is like entirely like welcoming and like open to that, because shit like that fucking happens, and like you wind up getting looked at like the girl on the crew, and nobody wants to be in that fucking position.
I feel like there's something when men are doing grunt work that makes them more disgusting, and not that like grunt work as far as like being a roadie or like even like playing a band and going on the road, and not all men obviously, but like I feel like when you get a bunch of guys together like doing some somewhat physical labor thing, they just like be shitty all of a sudden.
No, that's white collar or blue collar. That shit happens everywhere. That has nothing to do with physical labor. That has nothing to do with being in a band. That has nothing to do with fucking playing around in any of that crap. That's just bullshit that happens to fucking women everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
certainly.
that has nothing to do with being in a fucking band. Like, not to try to digress too much, but like honestly, like that's nothing different than fucking anything I see in any fucking industry.
Yeah,
I mean, I want to work with people.
It's shittier to us because like we deal with it and we have a passion for it, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't have a passion for it in any other industry. Which you two, I have no problem saying. Like I know neither of you have. Like I'm preaching to the fucking converted right now, but like at the same time, like that's everywhere.
Yeah, I want to work with anybody who wants to be working.
Yeah.
Like, just plain and simple.
Sure. Wants to be there, will be a positive force.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's a lot of it. It's like a team, especially when you're running, like, a larger operation.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, like, people that are, like, looking out for each other just because we're, working together. Like, we are the crew today. We are the team doing this thing that has to happen.
Yeah.
No matter fucking what.
It's wild. It's wild that that's not just the norm. Like,
no,
that's the only reason why I said that is because like it freaks me out that like every industry has to have the same conversation. I don't get it. I don't know why, but like no industry has built an inclusive fucking environment for fucking anybody.
I like to think it's getting there, like you're saying, but it only takes a few assholes to set it back again. A few people in power.
Teaching is a good example of that. Like, when you think of a teacher, you probably think of a woman. Like, if you think of a nurse, you probably think of a woman. Like,
yeah.
But there's plenty of male nurses. There's plenty of male.
There's probably like 4
teachers.
guy teachers at my school.
Can I ask you a question? At that point, like, because at least for me, like when I was a kid, and for a lot of people I've known and I've had this conversation with, elementary school and when you're being like raised in that nurturing phase, and even when like with my degree, it's been told to me after I got it, like, yo, you're not wanted here. Like 22-year-old
be a
dudes.
more motherly,
and you
nurturing.
as a late 20-year-old dude as a teacher
in elementary school,
you may have dealt with this shit too. But like it's part of the reason I didn't do this is because like it was told to me off the bat. This is maternal during like student teaching. I mean,
nah, it's not really. You can be a role model for a kid. I mean, I think I'm a specialist teacher, so I see a kid for 40 minutes a day. Mm-hmm. See a kid for the whole day for 7 hours, I'd have to be on top of my shit more, but I could still do it as a man. But I'm one of maybe 4, maybe 5 guys in my school, and the rest like 40 to 50 women. My principal at the last faculty meeting made a joke like, "All men are pigs," and everyone was like, "Woo!"
I mean, that's kind of a bad example for, I guess, what I was trying to say, because it's like that's men breaking into a predominantly female dominated field, and you don't, and I'm like, trying to think of
Of an
things where it's the
instance
opposite
where-
way, like what I do, where there's not a ton of.
Yo, even like doing this
Women.
podcast and like trying to find. I have a list on my, like in Google Drive, and not to like sound lame, but like I'm trying to make sure that it's inclusive and like I talk to all different kinds of people and shit. And it's like I'm already like fucking scrambling to like make sure I can see at least one female every like 3 or 4 weeks, like and I don't want to try too hard to be inclusive because I feel like that
should.
I want to, but I want to do it the right way. Like
I understand.
I don't
what you're
necessarily agree
You
with
don't
the
want to be token.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't want it to be like, oh well, here we are, la-di-da, me and this person, and look, check that off. Like I'm just like
But that's not your fucking problem. That's society's fucking problem.
to view it as that. You mean?
No, that's not your problem because you did not foster personally any fucking culture yourself other than the one you're forging right now.
Sure.
This is not like, and I don't like the culture of people feeling bad over all this shit.
Yeah.
Because it's really.
I mean,
I see a lot of people that are working their fucking ass off right now to make things more inclusive, that are kind of getting not more, but stressed out that it cannot be the way they want it to. Like, look, we were just joking around about the fucking Hub City show. It's not going to be the way we want it to right now. But as long as we stay positive and have that PMA in us, dude, and just keep pushing forward, that's the only way it's going to fucking happen.
yeah.
So even sometimes me having that conversation of like, oh, I don't understand. It's just like, dude, motherfucking you do understand. Not you, but like, come on, dude. The writing is on the fucking walls. Why the fuck can't you just accept it? And then once you accept it, you can push forward positively towards that.
Yeah. If you're listening to this and you want to be a guest on the podcast, get in touch because
I'm not a good guest at this point.
No, yeah, I'll have whoever on, dude. I don't mind having anyone. I'll talk to whoever, even if we don't agree about shit.
I think it's just silly that like people are not removed or in doubt, but I think it's so crazy to me that people are still shocked or surprised at any of it. And the more shocked and surprised we are, that stops us from actually putting our best foot forward and being cool with each other and just having the conversation. Like, if you have a fucking point of view, don't just fucking yell at people or like don't be afraid to fucking say it. Try to change a motherfucker's mind.
The internet is just tricky with that because it's just points against points, and the way social media puts it, it's like literally you can vote for which answer you like more, and it just kind of creates sides and polarizes shit. And I feel like it makes it a more hostile environment a lot of times.
I don't know, because both of you are fucking right at absolutely fucking everything you said, but I can't sit here and not say I'm not frustrated by hearing all of it.
Yeah, that's just the way it is. Josh, can we talk about the set you did at In the West with your satire punk band?
What?
I don't remember what it was called. What's the band you played in with?
Did you Super Dad?
With that dude Fish?
Oh, Weird Fantasy Band?
Yeah.
Wait, why do you think it's satire? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Not
Dude,
musically.
in the age of like Hard Times in the Onion, everyone's like satire, like it's it's a
cool.
good thing. Like this is the first time someone used that as what I feel is an insult.
No, it's not.
Yo, what was that fucking satire?
What was that
ass
joke?
band
Yo,
you were
no,
doing?
you're
Sure
joke
that
band,
you
not
guys
school
fucking
drugs.
meant everything about fucking Weird Fantasy Band. That's all
Oh, dude,
y'all.
it was so good. It was just a very funny set, and I remember you like mocking things about certain parts of like PC culture, but in a lighthearted way that was just like really funny and good. I don't know if you remember. I don't remember either too much.
You mean politics? Should we start talking about politics?
Are you
that
sure it
politics?
wasn't a Super Dad
Was that
set?
politics?
No, I don't think so. And then you were pretending to take your dick out for like 10 minutes. You and your singer, you were like wrestling your pants.
Oh, no. I was not trying to take my dick out. He frequently thinks that it's a good idea to shove his guitar down my pants.
Oh,
I was not
okay.
trying to take...
Well, no, I
wasn't trying to take my dick out. I was definitely trying to like not have him shove his guitar down my pants, then rip the third pair of pants
From
that he
having
did.
head
Yo,
sock
I
in
had
it.
I had such a good Death Row Records t-shirt that he destroyed at a fucking show on my birthday.
Oh shit.
On my fucking birthday.
Yeah, that's fucked
and I now it's like it's a fucking like midriff shirt.
Well,
it looks
it's
like
your
I bought it
present.
at Forever
That's cute.
21.
Yeah, nice.
That's the point.
Does that
I don't
band-
have a good fucking midriff though.
I like your
work on
abs.
it, dude? That's what you
Like
can do.
yo,
in the mornings now.
2K18. I'm trying to like get off that soda game.
It
You
don't
know,
make a big
like,
difference.
I'm like, you know, like word up to all my juggalos out there, like drinking that Faygo, whoop whoop. But you know, I'm trying to get off that shit. I'm on like that diet Faygo.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
do they
I
make
feel
diet Faygo? They have to make diet
Faygo Light? Yeah, there's gonna be something.
Is that not wicked enough? Is it not wicked enough to use like Splenda to sweeten your Faygo? Like the Dark Carnival came to town and did not have a diet regimen.
Yeah, I don't think they have a diet regimen at all, dude. I think it's just corn dogs and Faygo.
Dude, I support both those things.
Monster Energy.
I'm so about both of those things.
Are you still playing with that band though?
Yeah, we played the we played that Erg show.
No
at,
shit.
At House of Independence. Yeah.
Really?
Hmm?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because that band is
It's like some old heads that were like.
it's basically that band Hunchback.
Yeah.
I like how people have to use that real quick. That like, you know that guy Kevin. You know, like that band, and then you like say a thing that's obviously like a band name. Like,
Yeah.
why do we do that? Why is that necessary? Like
Like
you know
so-
that band, the Beatles.
Yeah.
Like that prefix of like that guy.
So,
that
you're
band.
in post Hunchback.
Well,
Yeah. But anyway, at any rate,
I think it's like a buffer just in case the person doesn't know the band. That way you don't sound like a snob.
I guess. But that fucking like prefix makes you sound like such a dick.
There's no good way to talk about music.
No, there never is. But
Yeah.
anyway,
The band that's after
So it's
the
not
fucking-
satire.
anyway, no,
The
it's
band
not.
that you're
It's
in?
not. It's not satire. It's
Okay.
just. It's like.
I bought
don't-
fireworks. I went to your merch table after the set and I bought fireworks.
Oh yeah, we.
I
sell
gave you
fireworks.
$5 and I bought a handful of fireworks. And the next day we put them in bananas and eggs.
Is that
and let them
the
on a
where
sliding
you
scale.
got the fucking fireworks from?
We
that
sell
you
them
put
on a
in the
sliding
eggs?
scale.
Nice. Yeah, it was tight. Yeah.
We used to just have a one T-shirt design and fireworks,
He comes home.
and that was the merch table.
Yo, he comes home and like fucking the next day he's like, "Yo, I got a bunch of firecrackers that I made. Let's put them in eggs." I'm not joking. That's literally how it went. So
was
we
fun as
walk
shit.
across the street. We put a bunch of firecrackers.
Legal
in
in
eggs
New
and
Jersey
tried to
now.
blow 'em up.
Ground
I did not know
fire.
They
that
are
they
legal?
came from that. I'm
Yeah,
happy.
ground
yeah.
fireworks
I saw a
only.
bunch for sale on CVS. And
It's
I was
not
like,
Yeah,
anything.
cool.
No, I don't think it's like not anything that like shoots up. Like no like mortars. Or
Okay.
You can't get mortars, but you can get like the shit that like fires the sparks up.
Yeah,
you can get
you can
like
get all that
you
stuff.
can get like $100 pack at Walmart at this
Yeah,
point.
you can get
like,
a Target. They have a
the
big
TNT
display in the middle of
shit,
Target. But yeah, that band is like Hunchback more
Okay.
or less. Like it's Craig, it's Hunchback Craig and Mike Hunchback, that were in Hunchback,
and
then,
they played with the Ergs a bunch. Like,
yeah, they were like they're like sister band.
Yeah.
But and then it's Fish who used to live at a house called the Parlor.
Yeah. I
back
borrowed a
in
PA
the
from that
day.
guy once.
He
Yeah.
was also in Slaw, and the Fun
They're
Ghouls.
dope.
And Jackie Sully, who was in, I think she was in Tin Kitchen and like a bunch of other like New Brunswick bands and
like
stuff.
New Brunswick 07-ish.
Yeah, but like the idea of Weird Fantasy Band was that it was always Mike Hunchback. It was Mike Hunchback and the Weird Fantasy Band, and so then it was just like whoever he got to be in the band. So like Mike Erg was in the band, Joe Erg was in the band, Kate Eldridge from Cheeky and Big Eyes,
Yeah.
Cheeky circa 2007, not the band Cheeky from today.
Yeah. They still play?
No, there's a new band.
Oh, there's a
called
new band
Cheeky.
called Cheeky. Okay.
Cheeky hasn't existed since like 2010.
Yeah, I
or
didn't think
9.
There's
so.
a new
Yeah.
cheeky.
That band
Yeah,
was
but
cool.
she's in a band called Big Eyes. She was in the band.
So
This dude CJ. That's
the idea was
in
like
some other
rotating
band.
lineup, or
Yeah, it was like a revolving door, and then I think that got like too annoying and hectic, so we kind of like set like a group of people that involves me and Craig and Fish and Jackie.
Cool. Yeah. So you're doing that and School Drugs now.
Yeah, but that band plays like every once in a while. We don't really do a whole lot.
Fantasy band?
Yeah, Gary was in the band too.
Oh, cool.
Gary was in the band for a period of time.
Yeah, the time I saw you guys play, that dude Gary's band.
Yeah, Dasher played that.
Yeah,
show.
yeah. They were cool too.
Yeah.
Nice. School Drugs just released a new EP, right?
Yes,
We'll get the plugs in. Recorded it 100% on GarageBand.
it's true.
Worth checking out, I'd say. And we're gonna see you guys. Go see you guys in Asbury. Where are you playing, at the brewery?
Playing at Asbury Park Brewery.
Brewery. Yeah.
Brewery.
And you're playing with the Unseen.
Working on it.
Okay.
Working on it.
No spoilers. That's pretty tight.
Big gigs.
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Cheech, what were you saying before?
I don't know.
let's wrap it. That's time. I think we're good. We got an hour 15. All right. Hey, thanks. Thanks, Josh.
Yo, tight.
Yeah, thanks, Cheech. I'll see you in the kitchen.
I'll see you downstairs.
Listen to School Drugs. Go say hey to Josh at the House of Independence.
Or don't. It's totally your life. Live it how you want to live
Yeah,
it.
that's true. And plus, he's like working, so maybe like you shouldn't bother him.
I mean, define working, but
Pressing button, making cool lights happen.
I do what I can.
Nice. All right. Thanks.